Welcome, day 2 of Lessons in Love from Lessons in Love. See who's joining us. I'm going to be again looking in 2 places. So if you do see my eyes in different directions, that's why. So you'll see me looking here, you'll see me looking here. Basically what I'm doing is I am sharing a lesson in love every day this week from the new series of my podcast, Lessons in Love. We're on series 4, it's absolutely crazy, actually is crazy. There were certain themes that came through with this series, like really clear themes as I was talking to the guests, because they're all recorded already. So I thought I would come on and as a celebration of going live with the new series this Sunday, the 13th, and just share those themes with you. There's no spoilers. I'm not giving anything away because they're different, incredible discussions with different guests, and you'll get something different from each of those when these themes come through. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure they're going to be things that you haven't heard me speaking about before, because they're so important to healing, to healthy relationships. Hello. If you don't know about my podcast, Lessons in Love, it's basically using my own personal experiences and other people's inspiring experiences and stories in love to help you to be able to break free from toxic patterns in love, to show you that you can become secure, and just showing you like how other people have healed from heartbreak and experienced like extraordinary healthy love, because that's what you ultimately deserve. So that's what I'm going to be sharing. We're going to go into the second lesson today. If you are new here, then absolutely say hello, depending on where you're listening to this or watching this. But if you're live and you are new here, then do let me know. If you're on replay, then put a fire in the comments or a hashtag Lessons in Love. If you know me well already, then I'd absolutely hope you'd say hello. And I absolutely adore hearing from you, as you already know, because you know how I work. Hello, Sarah. Good. I'm so pleased you love it. I'm sure, Sarah, that you've heard the podcast, right? Lessons in Love. And if you're watching on replay, then again, put a hashtag in the comments just to let me know that you're here. I love to know that you're here. I wanted to give you a little reminder. If you're watching this before the 13th of March, then head to my Instagram page, because you can win one of these incredible journals, Love and Relationship, Self-Love Relationship. In fact, you can win two of them. I'm giving 2 of them to you for you and a friend. All you have to do is enter, like a post, follow a couple of pages, and share it, things like that, and then I can literally send you these. I've got like 30 prompts in each of them, plus they're just beautiful. Also some pens coming as well, because these are the sponsors of Lessons in Love. And to celebrate the new series coming on the 13th, Sunday, did I mention that? We're giving you some of these for you and a friend. As I said, they don't actually have to be for you and a friend. You can keep 2 to yourself if you really want. It's just nice, isn't it? Nice to consider it for a friend as well. So they're the key things leading up to getting into this and sharing with you my second lesson from Lessons in Love. I just want to see if there's anything else I needed to say yet, and there isn't. So let's get straight on with it, because I have got a session of Finding Freedom tonight. Too many F's in my courses. So today's lesson, and this is really important if you want to work on your relationship with yourself, and if you want to improve relationships with other people as well. And also, to be completely honest with you, if you want to be taking more risks and experiencing more deeper happiness in your life, then we also need this. In fact, this might be at the absolute core of what you really, really need to adopt for yourself if you want to experience those things that I have mentioned, but especially in terms of the work that I do, if you are on a mission to go from avoidant or anxious to secure, then you're going to need this. So some of you may have noticed that I often use the term, you don't need to fix yourself, you need to rediscover yourself. And this is really the theme that I saw coming through in series 4 of Lessons in Love. And I think if you listen out, you'll hear it come through as well. The way that the guests talk about it vary, but this is how it's this is how it sits true with me. This is the idea that you are enough, you are lovable, you are so, so worthy, and you are irreplaceable. You have always been that. You will always be that. No matter what goes on around you, you continue to be enough. You continue to be like worthy. You continue to have that inner essence. You deserve happiness. You deserve good things. You deserve love. That just is. That just is. But we forget that. And we forget that along the way. And I have many resources inside the membership Follow Your Fire, which is my membership for attachment styles and rediscovering yourself. There's a lot of resources over in that membership to really, really help you build on developing knowing this, not developing your self-worth, that exists, that's the lesson here, but of accessing it and rediscovering it. And to be honest with you, remembering that you are enough. So these are all the lessons that you were born enough, you were born lovable, life happened, experiences happened, conditioning happened. You got called that name when you were younger, or you witnessed that relationship ending, or you watched all those fairy tales and you developed new ideas. You developed a new false self. You tried to fit in, you tried to be loved, you tried to be liked, you thought you should look a certain way, you should speak a certain way, you should be this person in order to be accepted. And along the way, that means that we didn't think ourselves were enough. When there is not enoughness, we lose that sense of self. When we fall into not being good enough, we lose that sense of self. And the work that I'm here to do when it comes to becoming more secure and when it comes to your happiness is to help you get back in touch with the fact that you are enough, worthy, lovable, and irreplaceable. That's what we're doing over inside Follow Your Fire constantly. So please, if this speaks to you, check out the membership. Go to the link. Well, I'm going to say it in my Instagram bio if you're watching this on Instagram. If you are watching this somewhere else like YouTube, then just look in the bio below. You will find the link for my membership. And we've just had a guest expert come in with us and do a session on Wake Up Your Worth, rediscovering that self. And it comes through so beautifully in series 4 of Lessons in Love. And the fact that my podcast is giving that message over and over again in several episodes, I know that I'm inviting the right people onto this podcast. I know that the right messages is going out there. So 100% if this speaks to you and that's something that you know you need to do, is you don't need to fix yourself, you need to rediscover yourself, then this series, all of the series, but this series is especially for you. So please take that message that there is conditioning around not feeling good enough. There is a reason why you struggle to choose the relationships that offer you love. There is a reason why we can fall into the same patterns, because a lot of it is unconscious. That's the truth of it. We've forgotten who we are, we've forgotten ourselves, and on top of that, we're convinced that we need this to be happy and that to be happy, and we need this validation, we must have that relationship, and we get so consumed by it that we quite literally put all of that up on a pedestal. We go even lower, our self-worth goes even lower, because we think we need this and we should have this if we're going to be accepted and liked and all of those things and fit into the world. So it's about coming back to your absolute truth, that no matter what is going on around you, you are enough. That is today's lesson. Like I said, I have got a 4th session of Finding Freedom tonight, so I need to go over and prepare for that. So I will be back with 3 more lessons from Lessons in Love this week. The podcast is going to be here on Sunday, the 13th. I'm so excited. If you want to take next steps in terms of real like practical tools, how do I actually start to rediscover my sense of self? Not through getting something. That's not what I'm here to help you do. You know, I'm not here to help you go and get X, Y, and Z. I'm here to help you connect with yourself so that you feel confident enough to have and be the person that you already are, you can join Follow Your Fire. That is what I absolutely recommend, especially if your biggest block is to do with money and spending money on yourself because you think you're not worthy or it's too much or you legit don't have that. The membership is there to be accessible, to provide that scientific tools and strategies to help you to become secure. So check out Follow Your Fire. It's especially changing since from April, and you'll already see when you go on to the pricing page, you'll already see how it's changing if you've looked at it before. Next, listen to Lessons in Love. Feed yourself this information, take it in, let your brain hear the words, play around with it. Even if at the moment you're like rejecting that information, listen to the podcast. It might be that that's just starts to help things to click into place, that you start to be like, okay, I know my next move. And plus it's just so powerful to know that we're not on our own. It's so powerful. I can't stress that enough. And of course, working with me one-to-one, that's the deepest work. There's no sugarcoating it. It's the most powerful work is when you have someone to work with you through this on one-to-one. And anyone who works with me will know that I am so pro community work as well, that if you work with me one-to-one, you'll either come inside a course or you'll come inside the membership as well. So that's everything. I will be back, but I'll be back tomorrow with the third lesson in love from Lessons in Love. Again, if you're watching on replay, make sure to let me know that you're here. Give this a like. It just helps it spread the message. The people who need to see it will hopefully get to see it. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, all of those things. If you're on Instagram and not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. You can go to the link in my bio. Do not forget, you're enough, you're lovable, you are so worthy, and you're irreplaceable.